Hello everybody, this is Jack from Fluency.com. Happy New Year! It is 2018. My new year has had a very slow start, but in this lesson we're going to talk about how goals have changed my life and how they can change yours too. What goals I achieved in 2017, what I want to achieve in 2018, and also I'm going to give you 6 tips on how you can achieve your English fluency goals this year. So if you are watching live, fantastic, click that like button. If you're watching the replay, if you're watching this in 2019, 2020, 2021, this applies to you too. This will be useful for you as well. Now, many of you know I have had a rough few weeks. I'm not going to talk about that in this lesson, but know that I still have a sinus problem and therefore my voice is a little bit nasal, which helps with my Brazilian Portuguese because there are many nasal sounds in Portuguese. But welcome to you. It is so good to have you here. I have prepared a presentation for you. This is a picture that I took in Manchester, England during our Christmas and New Year vacation. This is a live English lesson and I have a few new things to share. Firstly, if you are new here, subscribe and then click the notification bell. You can do this on your mobile phone, you can do this on your computer. Clicking that bell will send you an email, or as I have just received on my phone, it will send you a notification when I go live or when I upload a new video. That is important because I'm trying something new this year. This channel has grown. It is difficult for me to answer every comment. So we're going to do something new and exciting called 1 hour comments. And I will correct any comments left within the first hour. So when I upload a video, you get the notification. Watch that video, leave a comment, and I will reply to every comment left within the first hour. That's exciting because I will correct your English. I will answer questions. I will just respond to any comment. So be sure to turn on that notification bell. It just takes you 1 second to do and it will be worth it. Now this is a picture of me in December. This is a picture of me earlier in the year. Now you will notice that I have grown my hair and I need to update this picture. But go to fluency.com/book if you don't have my book already. That is one of the tips for today because we're going to talk about how to achieve your English fluency goals this year. How to achieve your English fluency goals this year. Now, setting goals has completely changed my life. I'm going to talk a little bit for about a minute about my 20s and why goals have changed my life, because this is important for you too. Learning English is a big goal. It's difficult to achieve. So, in my 20s, I wasn't ambitious. I didn't have any goals. Okay, so I went to university, but I just did the minimal amount of work. I started a new job. I worked hard at the job, but it didn't excite me. I didn't think about the future when I was working at this job. Then I went traveling, spent a couple of years in Spain. When I was in Spain, again, I wasn't ambitious. I wanted to earn just enough to live in Spain. But when I started my online teaching business, everything changed. I started to think about how I could improve, how I could make my business bigger. But not only that, other areas of my life improved too. I started learning Spanish in a serious way. I started to make really good progress with my Spanish. We'll talk about Spanish again soon. I also started to think about health and fitness, and I got really healthy for a couple of years. I improved my confidence. I just improved all areas of my life. And this was because of setting goals and being committed to achieving really important goals. And this is important for you because learning English to a high level is mainly because of your mentality, your drive, your motivation, and also your long-term commitment. And we're going to talk about that today. And I'm also going to talk about methods. But before I go on, I do want to just bring up the comment section to make sure everything is working okay. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Gemma, have you seen the post I published on Google+? It's unbelievable. I'll check it out soon. How can I distinguish? Okay, I'm going to answer questions about learning English at the end. In the comment section, if you are here live, then stay on topic. Talk about this conversation. Hugo says, did it start? I can't hear anything. I imagine everyone else can hear. Type yes if you can hear and see me. Can you say a few lines in Spanish for your videos? I like to listen to your Spanish. Yes, I've done this a few times. I always say, hace mucho tiempo que no hablo en español, pero voy a mejorar. I shouldn't really speak in Spanish when I'm not feeling very well. But I'm going to improve my Spanish this year. Okay? Voy a practicar mucho. I'm reading the book The Secret. Okay, everyone's saying yes, 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 yes. Fantastic. There was a lot to talk about. So, we are going to move on. So many people are here. If it's your first time live, like Yorman, click that like button and consider sharing this video with your friends. Thank you so much for being here live. Again, if you are watching the replay, keep watching. And I have an offer for you coming soon. So we're going to talk about how to achieve your English fluency goals this year. Last year, my goals were to get 200,000 subscribers on YouTube and get in the best shape of my life. Coming soon is a before and after picture of what I looked like a year ago and what I look like now. But first, 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. I changed this goal in March because I decided to improve my English fluency program. We'll talk more about that soon. But I decided to improve the program because as an online teacher, I need to get paid. And I didn't feel like my program was good enough for 2017. So I improved it. I spent hours and hours and hours creating the materials for it. And in May, I opened it up for new members. So many people have joined in 2017. So many people are sending me emails telling me how much this is helping them. Don't go to this program yet, just wait a little bit longer. But I decided to put the focus on the Fluency program. Soon, you're going to see what my goals are for 2018. Now look at these two pictures. My other goal was to get in the best shape of my life. And the picture on your left is from December 2016. And if you look closely, I was overweight. I was 205 pounds. In December 2017, look at the picture on your right, I lost 28 pounds, which is fantastic. Now, I do want to say something about this goal. This goal wasn't perfect. I didn't have a fantastic year when it came to fitness because I got sick a few times. I got bored of eating healthy foods. I got bored of going to the gym. We moved house and I couldn't get to the gym. I couldn't go to the gym. But I stayed consistent for most of the year, and that is so important. I consistently did good things. So there were times when I felt, oh, this isn't working quick enough. I'm not making progress like I want to make it. But over a year, I achieved my goal. And I feel very proud about this because I had to stay disciplined. I had to work hard. I had to be consistent. And I want you to take this as inspiration when it comes to learning English, because motivation comes and it goes. You feel really motivated one day and then the next you don't. But you're going to learn that consistency is key. So again, look at the picture on the left and then the picture on the right. My children are in that photo, but I don't want to share their faces. But you can see I was overweight. I was overweight, 205 pounds to 177 pounds. So I was very pleased about that goal. Again, for other questions, leave them to the end, okay? Now, 2018. This is my plan for 2018, and I am so excited about doing this. The first one is health. Okay, health. Because in 2017, I focused on fitness, on weight training, on how I look. This year, I'm going to focus more on health, but also maintain and improve my fitness. The reason I'm focusing on health is because I'm 35 now. I want to feel energetic. And I got sick a lot in 2017, and that stopped me from making progress with my business and my fitness. Therefore, I'm putting my focus on health to be as healthy as possible. And in my Instagram lesson the other day, I said I'm going to do whatever it takes. Which means I'm going to try everything, and I don't care about what I have to do to be healthy. I'm going to be healthy. And this is when you are so committed to a goal, you're excited about a goal, and you know it's a long-term goal. You can do whatever it takes to achieve it. And it's a fantastic mentality to have. Again, for you learning English, you can do whatever it takes to get a high level. And my last tip today is one that will help you achieve that. So health, number one. Number two, increase my audience by 5 times. So to increase my YouTube subscribers, my Instagram followers. I am more determined to do this than ever because I know that I can help people. And I know that if I help people, my teaching business grows. So I feel good when I help people for free. I feel good when I help people through my program. And increasing my audience by 5 times will help me do that. The next one is minimalism. Minimalism and organization. So this is where you focus on what is important. You focus on what is important. And you don't let other things get in the way. You don't let other things distract you. A lot of people talk about minimalism with things, with stuff, clothes, computers, stuff around the house. And that is a big part of it. But I'm also going to use this mentality for my goals, for my business, for organizing my computer. So that's what I want to do. I'm I'm going to go to the comment section before I talk about languages. Again, I'm going to answer all of the questions at the end of the video. Gemma says, oh great, Bloody Slud says, healthy is wealthy. Exactly. Every process has ups and downs, don't worry so much, Jack. Exactly. Once you go through ups and downs, good points and bad points, you gain experience and it becomes easier. Minimalism makes life so much easier. My only goal for 2018 is to be fluent in English. Fantastic. I'm going to ask you about your goals in a second, but first, the last one for me is languages. Languages. Now, I'm going to learn French, Spanish, and Portuguese this year. Although I failed before, my Spanish is quite good. I have a good level of Spanish. I have a basic level of French, and I have a 0 level of Portuguese. But I found a program that teaches languages exactly the same as I do. It teaches foreign languages exactly the way as I do. So I am going to take my own program in different languages this year. And I'm going to follow my own advice by saying 10 minutes a day. Everybody can find 10 minutes a day to do something. Everybody, including me. I have 2 online businesses, I have 2 children, I have 2 dogs, and I have a very busy social life. But I am going to find 10 minutes a day to learn these languages. If I'm learning languages, I can help you better. I love languages and I'm going to make it a focus this year. So to recap, health, increase my audience, minimalism, and languages. Now it's a question you probably expect, but what are your English learning goals this year? Again, if you are watching this in 2019 or 2025, answer in the comment section. If you are watching live, answer in the live chat. What are your English learning goals this year? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve this year? While you're typing that, click that like button. This is my most watched live stream, my most watched live lesson. And if you're just joining, welcome to you. Know that I still have a sinus problem. I'm going to go to somebody who can help me after this lesson. Health is my number 1 priority. But let's see what people are saying. I just want to say thank you. Well, that is so kind. Thank you for being here. To be fluent in 4 areas. My goal for 2018 is to be fluent in English. Well, I hope. See, there's a difference between saying, I'm going to do it, and I hope to do it. If you say, when I say, I'm going to be as healthy as possible this year, I am going to do whatever it takes to be healthy, then I'm going to achieve that goal. If I say, I hope to be healthy this year, then it's like saying, oh, well, if it happens, it happens, but I don't have control over that. The number 1 thing to know is that you do have control over your number 1 goal. Okay. Pavel, I'm going to show that comment. Is a program you want to subscribe named Glossica? Yes, it is Glossica. I love it. I'm learning Spanish, Portuguese, and French with it. It's exactly the same as my program, and I'm so excited to have found it. You know this always happens. My wife always calls in a live lesson, I'm just going to answer this. Hello, you are live on YouTube to Fluency channel. Not on speakerphone. Not on speakerphone, gladly. Is there anything you want to say to everyone? Kate says, have a good day. Be quick. Well, I'm on a live lesson. Okay, I'll call you back when I'm done. Okay, alright, speak to you soon. Love you too. Bye-bye. She knows when I'm live and she calls me. Okay, I missed some of the comments. My English learning goals this year is to get the score Band 7 in IELTS. Healthy, reading more books and travel to the UK. Fantastic. Those goals can come together. You can read books to learn English. You can go to the UK to learn English. When you go to the UK, you'll feel excited about learning English. I want to learn as many phrasal verbs, idioms as I can because it seems the most difficult part of English, difficult to understand and remember. Watch my video that I released 2 weeks ago. It's called Learning Advanced English. Watch that video, it will help you. What do you think about Duolingo? Does it work to improve your English to advanced or only basic levels? I don't understand Duolingo. I have tried it. I don't think it's good for me. That's just my opinion. Hi Jack, sometimes already is you... Okay, grammar questions for the end. Say hi to Kate, she's great. Your wife is so sweet. She's fantastic. She is fantastic. My goal is to pass the first certificate exam and become B2. I hope you learn Portuguese. Yeah, I learned a phrase yesterday. Ele tem carro. Hopefully that's quite correct. Basic phrases, repetition, do them daily. That's what I can teach you too. Okay, let's go back to this. English learning goals this year. I have tips for you. Most people want to become fluent. They want to really, improve their English to a high level. And this, a year is a very good time to say, I want to go from B1 to C1. It is a fantastic amount of time to achieve this goal. And sometimes you think a year is too long. Oh, I have to wait a year to do this. But think about where you were last year. And think about how amazing it would be to be fluent in English today. So commit to 1 year and do everything you can to achieve your goal. That's how you're going to do it. Okay, keynote. Tip 1, get my book. Many of you have it already, but I talk about goals. I talk about motivation. I talk about methods. I talk about daily schedules and how you can do this. This is the best way to start, to fluency.com/book. If you don't have it already, after this lesson, click the link in the description and go download it now. Or just go to fluency.com/book. Tip number 2, this is so important. Think bigger and get out of your comfort zone. Think bigger and get out of your comfort zone. I'm just going to show you something now. A book for you to all get is this. The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. Acquire the secrets of success, achieve everything you've always wanted. This book is one of the books that changed my life. It made me think bigger. It made me realize that I could achieve more in my life and my business and my personal goals. That is exciting. If you're saying, I just want to improve my English a little bit, that's not exciting. That doesn't give you motivation. But if you think, I am going to go from a B1 level to a C1 level this year or higher, that excites you. It makes you do things that will make a difference. Because otherwise you're just going to go like this. You're just going to coast. To coast means that you don't go up, you don't go down. You just stay the same. I want people who follow me to do this, to think bigger. The magic of thinking big. I'm going to read this book again because it gives me extra excitement every time I do. Think bigger and get out of your comfort zone. Look at this. Your comfort zone, where the magic happens. Now, this phrase, where the magic happens, means where good things happen, where change happens, where your goals are achieved. To help you think about your comfort zone, this is an example for me. When I started my teaching business in 2011, I was very comfortable because I had 20 hours of teaching time per week. I was earning more than I was in Spain. I had a great lifestyle and I didn't have to really do anything because I was comfortable. When I wanted to make a change, when I got excited, when I started to think bigger, I knew I had to get out of my comfort zone. And this meant making my first video for YouTube. Your first video on YouTube is terrifying because you don't know what to expect. You don't know what people are going to say. The first course I released was terrifying. It took a lot of courage to do it. I had to get out of my comfort zone. I had to get out of my regular habits to launch, to start this new course. When it comes to learning English, you need to get outside of your comfort zone. If you're not progressing at the rate you want to progress at, you need to get outside of your comfort zone. And this means having a weekly conversation or downloading my memory cards and doing them daily. It might mean to listen to your own voice and make changes to the way you speak. All these things are tasks that are maybe a little bit uncomfortable at first. They're not easy to start. But my message to you is to get outside your comfort zone. And you don't have to do anything radical. You don't have to go crazy. It might just mean a little push, and constantly get outside and to do the things you need to do. So, I love this. Tip 2, think bigger, get out of your comfort zone. Sharif says, wonderful book. I recommend The Power of the Subconscious Mind. Another fantastic book. Tip 3, be disciplined and consistent. Be disciplined and consistent. When you get outside your comfort zone, when you think bigger, when you start to do things that you don't normally do, it's difficult to do that over the long term. Now, last year, when I found it difficult to go to the gym, I still went to the gym. When I found it difficult to eat healthy foods, I still ate, on the most part, healthy foods. I was disciplined and I stayed committed. And this, you can think big. You can create a study plan. You can start doing things that make a difference. But if you aren't consistent, then nothing matters. Because learning English is a goal that you need to be consistent with. The same with health and fitness. I can't go to the gym 6 times in one day and expect big changes. I have to do it 3 times a week for months. You can't expect to go to the UK for a weekend or 2 weeks and expect big changes. You have to do things on a daily basis. You have to be consistent. And to be disciplined means doing things even though you don't want to do it. Now, you need to have fun. You need to enjoy this. But there will be days when you think, oh, I don't want to watch that movie in English. I'll watch it in Spanish. Or, I don't want to do these Anki cards today. But being disciplined makes all the difference, and that's how you're going to be consistent. Tip number 4, do what works. So we're talking about learning strategies, techniques, and methods. Do what works. And I'm going to tell you right now, going through grammar books, going to a language school, and doing online exercises isn't enough. It is not enough. But we have an amazing opportunity to listen to any type of English audio for free at any time. It's a huge opportunity right now. 20 years ago, you had to buy CDs and listen to them on a CD player. Now, it's so obvious, but I want you to be so grateful for this, because you can download anything onto your phone and then listen to it for free. There are methods out there, like my method, that you can take from anywhere in the world, and you can improve your speaking from anywhere in the world. So do what works. Focus on methods that work. What I want you to do this year is more output, and to learn grammar and vocabulary naturally. And if you want to learn more about this, you should know my method by now. Speaking, copying native speakers or proficient speakers, repeating phrases so that you learn grammar and vocabulary in a natural way. And I have 2 options for this. You can go to fluency.com/speaking to learn how to use this method for free, or get my program and make it so easy for you so that you can just focus on that 15 minutes of output a day, that 15 minutes of my method a day. And I have an offer for you coming very soon. But go to fluency.com/TFP. So make sure that you spend your time and your energy on things that work. Sorry about my microphone. Tip 5, have fun and focus on the daily tasks. There's a saying, you can say this: how can I do this while having more fun? You can do this for anything in life. Like this lesson, how can I do this lesson while having more fun? I am having so much fun right now because I have that mentality where I want to make things fun. Sometimes I'm in a bad mood or I'm tired and it's difficult, but on the whole, do things and have fun. When you're washing up, ask yourself, how can I do this while having more fun? When you're vacuuming the floors, how can I do this while having more fun? For example, you can dance or listen to music, or set yourself challenges to do it as quickly as possible. And it's the same with English. When following my method, ask yourself, how can I do this while having more fun? And a tip for that is to really exaggerate the way you speak, to shout, to sing, to really use that intonation. And you'll have more fun doing this, and that will help you learn as well. And then secondly, focus on the daily tasks. So we can sometimes think too much about goals, where we say, I want to reach this goal, I'm so motivated to reach this goal, I'm so motivated to do this, I feel great, but then you don't do anything. So put your focus on the daily tasks that you need to do. In my case, I put my focus on doing the best I can when I go to the gym. I put my focus on planning meals so I eat more healthy foods. So think about putting your focus on the daily tasks. Tip 6, I love this one. Don't care what other people think. Don't care what other people think. When you think big, when you try to achieve something notable, something extraordinary, something that is going to change your life, people will have opinions. And from my experience, most people say, well, are you sure? That sounds difficult. I tried it once, it didn't work. People, on the most part, are negative about people trying to be successful. I'm sure you have some kind of experience of this, where maybe your friends say, why are you learning English? You're never going to get fluent. I tried to learn English once. It's too hard. English is too hard. Oh, we don't live in an English-speaking country. You can't learn English unless you move to the UK. Well, guess what? You can. And instead of arguing with your friends, instead of getting into an argument or a debate, prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Show them that you can do this. For example, in my life, many people have said, oh, you can't build a teaching business, you can't work online. I don't know anyone who is working online successfully. But now, they're so excited about what I'm doing. And it's because sometimes we don't want change. We don't want other people to change. So we might say these negative things about other people achieving goals. But probably my number one tip for this year, and I have a lot of number one tips, is don't care what other people think. Don't care what other people think. And use this as motivation to do something extraordinary. Don't care what other people think. So, those tips again. Get my book to fluency.com/book. Think bigger and get out of your comfort zone. Get this book, The Magic of Thinking Big. It is easy to read. It's an easy book to read for English learners. You're going to enjoy it. Think big and get out of your comfort zone. This is where the magic happens. Do things that are going to make a change. These things are uncomfortable, but you need to do them. Tip 3, be disciplined and consistent. Be disciplined and consistent. Tip 4, do what works. Okay? I want you to do more output this year to use my method. The free version to fluency.com/speaking. The paid version with all the materials to fluency.com/TFP. Have fun and focus on the daily tasks. Don't care what other people think. If you listen to other people, you'll never achieve anything. Because people tell you, you can't do this. I tried once, it doesn't work. It's too difficult. You can't do this. They don't want you to change, but you can change. And now look at your screen at the moment. If you have watched this far, then you deserve a special bonus. And if you sign up to my program, made a mistake. Can you spot the mistake? And reply to the welcome email and write Whitey bonus. I'm going to send you something very special. I'm going to send you a special bonus. And again, this is true if you're watching in 2018, 2019, 2025, 2065. Yes, I plan on teaching in 2065. But go to fluency.com/TFP and you can get this bonus. I'm going to put it in the comment section. Okay, so go sign up now. This program is incredible. I know it's my program, but I know how much it works. So if it is in your budget, consider signing up. I would be very happy to have you. So I'm going to take 30 seconds, have a quick break, finish this coffee, and then it's time for you to ask me any questions that you have. It's a time for us to hang out and to chat if you're watching live. And again, if you're watching the replay, leave some comments below too. So I'll take a quick break. I see some questions already. I'll come back and answer them. Okay? I am back. Wow, I really enjoyed giving that lesson to you. I hope you have enjoyed it too. I'm just going to move my microphone a little. That's better. I can get a bit closer. I hope you have enjoyed this too. I recommend going and watching this lesson again, because it will help you understand what you need to do in order to achieve these goals. And I don't want to be a YouTube channel that just says, here are some phrases, here are, this is a grammar lesson. I really want to help you make a change. And I can do this for free. I can do this for my paid course. It doesn't really matter which one you decide. I really want to help you. So thank you so much for being here. Questions. Did you read The Secret? It's a simple book. I'm not a huge fan of The Secret. I think it's a little bit too much hype and it's not very practical. So I didn't really read The Secret. What do we need to learn English successfully? That's what I've talked about in this video. If you're just joining, go back and watch it again. I really want your tips about making writing tasks more entertaining. Put on some music. Have a cup of tea or a glass of wine. And just smile as you write. Use a pen and try to make each letter as perfect as possible. So a fantastic exercise. Jack, you've left a link in the comment section. It's shown a 4 and 4 error. What's that link? It's probably my book, which you can get here for free. Is it possible to become fluent in English studying on my own? Yes, people have done it. You don't need a teacher. These days. You can follow my method, you can listen to podcasts every day, and then you can get language exchange partners and just talk to people. That's studying on your own. In fact, I think it's so important that you put more emphasis on what can I do to change? What can I do in my own time to improve? Because the world has changed over the last 10 years. There has been a digital revolution which has led to language learning revolutions. And I don't want people to be stuck in that old way of learning, where there's a focus on grammar rules, on learning single words and phrases, and then practicing very little. Do the different, okay? Swap it around. Juan, I don't know what these numbers are. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to remove them. Okay, I've read the book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. It is fantastic. I love it. Thanks, Jack. I found time and started to watch videos in English for 1 hour every day. How to start speaking every day. Use my method. The free method is... I'll just give you the free method, because then you can learn more about the paid method on that page. Do this. It's what I've talked about in this lesson too. Boa tarde. Brasileki. Good to see you. I can understand all your words, even another regular video. How can I know my level? I have a level test. Go to my videos and search for level test. Give your point of view about effortless English course AJ Hoge. I don't know anything about it. I know AJ Hoge focuses on personal development and I like his videos, but I don't know anything about his course. And I'm going to say, try my course. Could you include in your lessons more pronunciation tips? I have a full program on that inside my course. And I don't want to, I mean, I make some videos about this. If you'd actually search for it, I've got about 10 videos on this. And I think I'm going to do more of that on Instagram, because on Instagram they are 1-minute videos. So you can listen, repeat, and it's very specific. On YouTube, I don't quite know what to do with that right now. Why this channel is titled as to Fluency if the right way is to the Fluency? It's not. You know, it's the fastest way to fluency. That's a sentence that is correct. You don't say the fluency. It's the fastest way to fluency. How to be fluent if you don't have a partner to speak to? Use my method. I keep saying this. Use my method. It is amazing. To fluency.com/speaking. And then find somebody. If people complain, I don't have anyone to practice with, find somebody. Find a teacher. Pay a teacher. You can find a language exchange partner. You can make friends. You have to put some effort in though to find somebody. It's easy to find people. There are millions of people online wanting to speak to somebody who speaks your language. But you have to put yourself out there and be interesting. Sorry. What level is your program? It is for people who have an A1 level or higher, but they want to be able to just say things naturally. It's for all levels, but it solves the problem that everyone has, which is they can't speak naturally using phrases. Instead, they're translating in their head, or they are thinking about a grammar rule, some vocabulary, and trying to use it. Or they learn an idiom and they use it at the wrong time. My program, it's like, have you seen The Matrix, where they plug in something in the back of their head and suddenly Neo knows how to fight. He knows everything. This is what my program does, but it doesn't plug into your head. Instead, you work on this every day. Are you going to make new podcasts? Yes. When my sinus problem is solved, I'm going to make so many podcasts. I have a new app. And if you're an English teacher or interested in making podcasts, check out Anchor. You can record audio into your phone and it uploads to SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, everything. It's amazing. CT Nifira is a TFP member. And as she says, there is a course included in TFP and it's great. People love it. About 5% of people ask for a refund because they want to learn grammar rules. If you want to learn grammar rules and focus on grammar rules, this program is not for you. Andrea, hi Jack, I found it difficult to organise myself self-studying because I feel I have to work hard on many things and I easily get overwhelmed. What a great comment. I'm going to make a video on that because I get overwhelmed too. You have all these goals and ideas and you think, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Then suddenly you realise you can't do it all. And one thing I'm going to say at this point is make something a priority. If you're not learning English, it's because it's not a priority. Okay, it's as simple as that. Are articles important in English language? Yes. And from your name, I'm guessing you're from Russia or Ukraine, and you don't have articles, from what I know. Articles are important, but most of the time, you're going to be understood if you use one in the wrong way, or if you don't use one when you should. What's the name of your app? I don't have an app, but my program is the Fluency program. I want to improve my English. How many hours per day do I need with your method? A minimum of 15 minutes a day. If you have more time, fantastic. That's the lowest amount you need. If you're not going to do it daily, then you shouldn't sign up. I want to improve my English. Yeah, we don't have to translate in our mind. When we are listening, I think we should like English like a native. Think in English like a native, yeah. So for example, hace mucho tiempo que no hablo en español. That's a sentence that I have learned and internalized. And I can say this without thinking about rules, without translating. But I can use this in a flexible way. Okay? I can say other things like, hace mucho tiempo que no voy al gimnasio. That's the right way to say it. Because I learn the rules of the grammar naturally. That's what my program does. Okay? Hi Jack, I practice shadowing techniques to improve my English. I'm doing this at the moment. I think shadowing techniques should be done once you can say things in the right way. For example, if you are saying things incorrectly and using shadowing, where you listen continuously and you speak continuously, then this is going to give you bad habits. What my method does is it gives you a pause and you listen to what you say, and I evaluate your speaking so that you can make changes before you get that long-term repetition. And I think that's a really good difference. How to retain vocabulary. The sentence method, my method. Learn it in context and repeat it. It's amazing. Why formal education teachers are teaching grammar? Because when you think about a language school or any type of school, they have one teacher and then they have 30 students. What can you do with this? And people like to get so involved with the structure of the language in terms of here are the rules. And it's just been this continuation for years. I want to put an end to that and to get people using different methods, or at least trying these methods to see if they work for them. I think it's important. What's the difference between would have and might have? So would have is definite, 100% true. Okay? If I had passed that exam, I would have got that job. It was definite. Might means a possibility. If I had passed that exam, I might have got that job. Maybe, maybe not. There's a possibility. Would have, yes, 100% true. Parag, oh, okay, I guess you won't answer my question. I hate comments like that. I don't see every question. It's nothing personal. Just ask me again. I read good, but I have a problem with speaking. 95% of people have the same problem. Go to Fluency. And I'm going to keep talking about this method until people try it. Again, for free or paid, it doesn't matter. I use all available resources, videos on YouTube, music, grammar. I write doubts, and so I'm learning. Fantastic. I love when people are committed to this and they're excited about it. It's amazing. Please give your advice to start reading in English. Yeah, a really good tip here is to go to Amazon.com, find some books, anything. For example, start with this. You can read the first few pages for free. And what you want to do is to know if it's interesting and if it's a good book for your level. If it's too difficult, you're not going to enjoy it. Find things that are good for your level and then read for pleasure. Read, read, read. It's amazing. Wow, he deserves more subscribers, I think you're saying. Yes, and if you think I do, like this video and share it. I would love to get more subscribers. What's the difference between look and watch? I can't think of that difference straight away, but ask in my Facebook group. Search for Learn English with Jack. Although I listen to English radio station and English songs a lot, I can't improve my English. Where's the problem? Is there a problem in my ears? I love that. How can I improve my listening skills, please? Well, maybe you're listening to things that are too difficult for you. I would get a graded reader. This is specific to reading as well, but listening too. Get a graded reader with audiobooks and listen to them 2 or 3 times. Find them for your level. What's your advice for writing? I gave a live lesson in December where I gave 6 tips to improve your writing. Not enough people have watched that video. I think it's fantastic. So go watch it. I'm a little bit biased because I make these videos. I really noticed a great improvement in my speaking and listening skills before starting watching your channel. It's amazing. Thanks a lot, Jack. Thank you so much. Aitor is a fantastic member of this community. And yeah, I love people who get really involved in this community. And if you go to Learn English with Jack on Facebook, you can just talk to other people who follow my methods, who like what I do. So you'll find people who have the same mentality as you. And people in this community are fantastic. Esther is here. Sometimes my dreams are in English. The problem is when I wake up I can't speak English as well as I thought. I love that comment. Use that as motivation. What's your favourite book? I love this one, The Magic of Thinking Big. I love The Millionaire Fastlane. I love Sapiens, although I'm changing my mind on some of the conclusions that the writer has. It's interesting. What other books do I like? Excuse me. The Obstacle is the Way as well. And for a novel, I need to read more novels. How do Americans pronounce sail, sail, sail? The last 2 are the same. Did you ask me that question recently? Because somebody did. Jack, I'm going to the UK in September and I would love to meet you in person. Well, I live in America. I'm from the UK, so I won't be in the UK in September. But if you go to Manchester, you can meet my friends and sister. Please give me book recommendations about online business like you do. Yeah, The Magic of Thinking Big, again, it works for everything. My sinuses are starting to hurt. Sir, please organise video live on Facebook. We need to practice with a native speaker. I can't be responsible for finding you native speakers. Instead, get a teacher that will pay you for lessons, that you pay for lessons. It would be amazing if teachers paid you. Find a language exchange partner and make friends online. And go to my group. It will help you there. We've got Tufuk from Brunei. Good to see you. I will be the one who can speak English fluently by watching your videos. Fantastic. I'm confused by the word tend. Yeah, we tend to. I tend to give live lessons once a week. I normally give live lessons once a week. What's the difference between could and would? I've made 2 videos on this. Go check those out. Just type could and would in the comment section. Tell me one good English book to read daily. It depends on you, what interests you. For example, I might recommend a book on football, but maybe you hate football. So use my advice, go to Amazon, find some books, start reading the first 2 pages, and find something that is good for your level and something that interests you. Is it a problem if I mix British and American English? Nope, no problem at all. What do you think about vlogs to improve listening skills? Yes, if you enjoy them. I made a video on this again about watching vlogs to improve your English. For example, I follow Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon and Craig Adams. I want to shout out Craig Adams, because I've been following him for a long time, and he just does what he wants to do. And I really like him. Where is your group? Just search on Facebook for Learn English with Jack. Can you make a video about happiness? Here is what I used to think that happiness was everything. But I actually feel that meaning is more important now. That you have meaning, and that you're achieving goals, and that you're pushing yourself. Because happiness is in your comfort zone. And there's this, it's a difficult thing to think about, because you have happiness, which is great, to be happy. To be grateful is different, but to be happy is fantastic. But when you are really pushing yourself and being disciplined and achieving goals and thinking about life in a bigger way, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're happy. So there's a balance there, and I don't think happiness is everything. I think having meaning and purpose and achieving amazing things is important. Yeah, Craig Adams. Watch Craig Adams. Here's a really good thing to do. Watch one of his latest videos and say, "To Fluency sent me here." Watch his Japan super vlog and say, "To Fluency sent me here." He makes beautiful videos, but he's also at this stage where he's still not very big, but I know he's going to get big. And I want to meet him one day. We've chatted a little bit. How to get fluency in English automatically. Is there any book? No. You can't get fluent in English from one book, unless that book has key sentences and you learn and internalize those sentences. And then you need more than that anyway. Do you invest your money? If so, what? I do invest my money. I don't know if I'm going to share that. I'll make a video on that, actually. I'm from Egypt. I can find a lot of native English speakers. Can I practice with them? Yep, just like I said before. Hoge from Brazil, 95 degrees Celsius. Well, it is going to be about Fahrenheit, sorry. It's going to be about 5 degrees Fahrenheit tonight in Asheville. We're going to get snow. It's going to be cold. It's going to be very cold. For me, happiness is you did something successfully, and of course motivation. Yes. Yeah, it's that feeling of like achievement, that you've done something that's important. It's an amazing thing to have. Okay, everybody, we've been going for more than an hour. I have some links for you. If you're watching live, watching the replay, I'll leave a comment on the page too. Go get my book. It's free to download, and it talks about goals and all these different types of things. This is a free version of my method that you can use on your own. And get the paid method and reply YT bonuses to the email. You get instant access to the materials. There are 2 payment options to join. And go get the bonuses, YT bonuses. This is amazing. Thank you again, everybody, so much for spending the time with me. This YouTube channel, I'm committed to making great videos for you. Same on Instagram, same on Facebook, same with my program. 2018 is going to be amazing. I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to get rid of this sinus problem. I am going to learn languages. I'm doing 10 minutes a day at the moment. That's going to increase. I am going to just focus so much on helping you all achieve a higher level of English. And what was the other one? I always forget OneNote. What was my other goal? Minimalism, of course. To get organised and minimalism. Go grab your special bonus. It's the best time to join. I'd love to have you inside the program. I know how much it works. So thank you so much again for being here. More lessons coming soon. Like, subscribe, click on that notification bell. You know what to do. If you're on YouTube, you know what to do. And I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you so much for being here.